When the judge said, "You've already taken one life. I will not tolerate another mistake," the entire courtroom went silent.
All right, good morning, Mr. Harris.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Your Honor.
On April 16, 2025, officers on patrol observed two males gambling in front of a store. The males were seen throwing dice on the ground and exchanging money. Officers arrived on scene and detained both males. Upon pat down of the defendant, an officer observed an unholstered handgun tucked under the defendant's right armpit. The officer recovered a black semi-automatic handgun from the defendant's possession. Officers observed the defendant to be born on January 8, 2008, making him 17 years old and unable to legally carry a handgun. The officers also observed the defendant to be on probation, assault, serious bodily injury.
That's different.
Yes, sir.
If it's just the age, no way, right? But if he's on probation, that makes a different story. Where is he out of probation?
This was out of the 314th.
Deputy Miranda, does he smell like weed right now? I'm ordering you, Mr. Harris, as a condition of your bond, not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You're what, 17?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. You're to go test and then you're to come right back. Do you understand? If I find that you have a weapon, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. And let me tell you, those jails that you're in juvenile are a lot different than our jails. So get a clue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a seat for me momentarily, please.
Your Honor, I have Zion Harris on docket. I think this is his first setting.
Yes.
And so I think we're just looking for bond conditions.
Done.
He's young.
He's on probation for an aggravated assault. What's he doing? Have you talked to him? Is he back there?
He's in school. He's in school.
Yeah.
Yes, he is here.
Did you test him? Meaning that they test him and that he's basically presumptively positive for THC for marijuana. So I'm going to order him not to use, and I'm going to tell him that I'm testing him in 50 days. If he tests, I'm going to test you again, and it's going to be 50 days from today. If you stop using, it shouldn't show up in your system. If you test positive again, it tells me that you've continued to use, and it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing with yourself these days? Where? I don't know why you're smirking, dude. You're not going well through, you're on felony probation. You've now picked up another case.
Your Honor, I just think that's nervousness.
I go to JJ, but tomorrow I got an appointment for a GED trade school.
That's great. At least you have to do something with your life. Let me tell you, this life really, really sucks if you don't have money. And I would say most of the problems, most of the fights, most of the people that are in custody, two reasons. One, no self-control. Number two, they ain't got no money, so they'll do anything for it. And that's why they end up in custody. It starts now, while you're 17 and 18, to get on things and not end up as another statistic. Do you understand? What time was it? Was it in the middle of the night? You're not to go back to this store, this place where you were hanging out with. I don't want you to go back there. Do you understand?
Judge, I'm looking and I'm not seeing a stated time here or when the offense occurred.
Okay.
According to the defendant, I asked him the same thing. It was the afternoon. It was around 6 or 6:30.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks, and I want you to show me proof that you're either enrolled in school full time, or that you're actually working. But the days of you just doing nothing all day, it's not going to work. Smoking weed all day, doing nothing, it's not going to work. Do you understand? I'm going to keep a close eye on you so we know that this system will not fail you. If you end up in custody, it's because of you and you alone. Is he here? Are you here with someone today? Are you mom? Come on up. Thank you so much for coming. I just don't want him to end up as another statistic. He's on felony probation. He's picked up a new case. He's testing positive. No more. I'm going to test him 50 days from today. If he continues to smoke, it's not going to end up well. And I'm going to, I need your help with me. I can't do this alone. you know? What does he do all day?
But he just got accepted into the GED program to take a trade and a GED at the same time.
Right? Okay, what's gonna happen with that? Is he gonna start that now?
I enroll him tomorrow.
Okay, so what's the schedule? Okay, my only other concern is I don't want you out in the middle of the night. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m. when you're 17. So I don't want you out in the middle of the night. I'm gonna give you a curfew as well. So what do you think is reasonable as far as a curfew?
7, 8.
Oh, I was gonna say 9 or 10, but if that's what you want, I'm at your mercy. Whatever you think's appropriate.
I think 8 is fine.
Okay, that's it. So whatever you think, guys, appropriate, I'm with you. So whatever you think, whatever you want, I'm game. If there are any people that he's not to hang out with that you know about, let us know. We'll make sure that he's not gonna hang out with them as well. And then, I'm gonna put a monitor on you so I know you're not messing around. Do you understand? If your mom tells you something, you must agree. If she says jump, you say how high. You have any problems, just let us know and we'll try to take care of it for you. Okay? It won't cost you a thing. We're gonna waive all the fees so you won't have to pay for anything as well. Okay? So this is your primary source of contact. So you ever have a problem, she can let her know, she'll let me know, and then we'll try to fix any problems. Okay? Don't use. It's not gonna go well. Do you understand? Okay? All right, make me proud, man. All right.
That's all I have, Your Honor. My big school.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, how are you?
Good, how about yourself? All right, I have two cases today. One, Jennifer Griffith. This was the case where she lived in Alabama. Yeah, it's here on the docket today.
Oh, and I'm thinking of someone else. Griffin. It's not old, right?
No, it's not. What happened, remember, Judge, is she didn't show up on her original court date. And then I came later last week and showed you that the summons for her in Alabama, because she lives there, didn't
So we
arrive
gave her
afterwards.
today?
So yeah, so you said if she showed up today, everything would be okay.
Okay, so
And so she is here. And so today's technically her arraignment.
I'm bringing her up.
Sure.
So we have to do the arraignment.
Yes.
Good morning, Ms. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're charged with aggregate theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officers were dispatched to Academy, the store in Harris County, Texas. The loss prevention officer advised on February 21st, 2024, a white female motioned for the white male to select a shirt from the hanging rack. The male selects a shirt off the rack and places it in the shopping cart. The female selects 4 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls that cost $55 each and places them into the shopping cart and conceals them under their shirt. They walked out of camera view to a rear aisle where they concealed the 4 packages of golf balls inside of a black purse. The defendants exited the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay for the golf balls. The defendants entered several other Academy stores and had stolen golf balls. In one store, Daniel Zimmerman placed the t-shirt on the counter and proceeded to purchase the t-shirt using his debit card for the amount of $21.64. He used his PIN number to complete the transaction. The debit card had his name imprinted on the card. The defendant passed all points of sale with no intention of paying for the 5 packages of Pro V1 golf balls, total value of $275. Sales receipts were provided that showed the debit card made a payment by the male individual. A total of 15 boxes of Pro V1 golf balls were stolen. The total loss for Academy Sports and Outdoors was $825.
Ms. Griffin, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now barring you from going to any academy. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the co-defendant in this case, Mr. Zimmerman.
That's her fiance, Your Honor.
Now, we've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him.
Yes,
If
sir.
he tells me that he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. No more PR bonds if you become a danger to my city. You pick up a new case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So for now, I'm going to have you sign a reset with Jamae. We'll have you take a seat in the juror box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it. And after that, you'll be free to go.
Okay.
Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, meaning you don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with them. Like I said, if you're gone in Alabama and you're just not remaining in contact with them, I'm going to issue a warrant. And I'm going to tell you, if we have to pick you up in another state, you'll spend quite a bit of time in custody.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand?
Yes, Your
I'm
Honor.
saying this won't be a problem with her, Judge. She's kept in good contact since we initiated.
Okay, good. I hope so. Just don't be a danger. That's all I'm asking. You
Absolutely.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Good luck. Thanks, Colin. Do you mind following those conditions? Please? Just no going to any academy, no contact with co-defendants.
My other case was Armin Stewart. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No. I want to make sure he follows the conditions. And so Stuart, is she here?
He's here, Judge.
Great. Shall we get it done?
So she's not accepting any offer, and I think they're gonna be refiling as a felon in possession case, essentially. The state's gonna be dismissing this case, Judge, my understanding. Richard?
I'm.
So we.
Can you bring her up? Can you bring her up? I'm so sick of playing this. This is just,
This part.
I'm sending this for trial right now. I'm not taking anything. I'm tired of this game. If she ever shows up at 1 PM, I'm gonna hold her in contempt. How long when can we get this trial set?
So Judge, here's, I know we were going back and forth with this too. So I looked at this. So
What are you gonna do?
I'm feeling grand jury today. I'm going to try to get the grand jury.
They have given you an offer in this case. By you rejecting it, he's telling you now he's gonna go to grand jury to have it indicted as a felony. And you're gonna be looking at a 3rd-degree felony. You realize this? You wanna set this thing for trial? Or what do you wanna do?
I'm fine.
That's fine.
Hey,
I'm going to get email grand jury today.
you were set for trial this Tuesday and you showed up at 1 PM. If you do that again, I'm going to have a contempt hearing and you'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand me? When you were set for trial, you were to appear here at 8:30 in the morning, not 10:02, not 11:51, not 2, 8:30 in your seat. Do you understand? So how long, what's the soonest trial setting we can do? In the event that you don't get it indicted, because
I just asked for, I just for 30 days just so we can get all this things out. And all that. I mean, actually, it should have been done already, but we love just, I don't want to put either full or down the spot.
okay, so this will be set for trial May 20th. I'm sending you now for a drug. Did we send it for a drug test yet?
I believe you did on Tuesday, Judge.
And here's the moment everything collapses. This isn't anger, Ali, but it's finality. When a judge revokes bond, that's the court saying, we tried trust. It didn't work. From here on out, mercy disappears and procedure takes over.
Sent her on Monday, I believe, and she was for something positive for THC and coke.
Hey, I'm revoking your bond. You're going to custody right now. She goes with you. Unacceptable. And now we set it for trial May 20th. Yeah. 5,001. Yeah. Good morning. So you've talked to him about the program. You have no wishes to do that to try to get it dismissed?
No, I just think it's a little bit too much for me right now.
Look, far be it from me to try to lead you to water, to try to do anything that would try to benefit your career. You're old enough to understand that actions have consequences. And I'm telling you now that the action you are taking today, you will one day regret. It may not be tomorrow, may not be next week, but I guarantee you in 5, 10 years, 15, why in the hell did I do this? because you have the opportunity to try to get this thing dismissed with a diversion program. Whereas now, when you plead guilty to something, it goes on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. You understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So, like I said, once you plead guilty, this isn't target. You can return it because you don't like it. It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you understand? You ever get pulled over in the future, officers immediately look at your record to see what kind of record you have. If they see this prior DWI, they roll up to your window and they smell anything funky, it's probably not going to go well for you. And what we're doing today, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. You're allowed to make mistakes, but when you do and you continue to endanger other people's lives, the sentences get longer, the fines get larger. A second DWI, like I said, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail, not to mention a supervisory fee of $6,000 they tax onto you. And if you don't pay, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. You understand? Are you sure you want to do this? Okay. How do you plead to the DWI? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 1 day that you've done. I'm going to suspend your driver's license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. There's a $3,000 surcharge that would normally apply to you when you plead guilty to a first DWI. If it's above a 0.15, it's a $6,000 surcharge. I'm going to waive the fee for you today. You come back with another DWI. It's a minimum 30 days and a $6,000 surcharge. Do you understand me? So you want to get lit, don't get into a car. Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, you get in, you get pulled over, officers see this, it's not going to go well for you. Good luck. All right, Greg.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any case that you pick up. Well, not any case, but Class A. Do you understand me? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this or undo this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, ma'am?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to it. Good luck to you. Thanks, sir.
I have one more, but we'll wait on there for it.
Please see the clerk. Okay.
No, yes.
Let's do Washington first, and then, because I'm going to end up probably spending more time with Jamal Washington. Come up. Good morning, Mr. Washington. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 6 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. This charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers, direct to be arraigned, charged with in open court. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead to it, that's it. You understand? Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. We'll roll your court costs. You won't owe anything. And good luck to you, sir.
Thanks.
Trevon Frazier, come up. Why? Why would we do this? You know,
Burglary of motor vehicle is not guilty of, Judge. We provided exoneration. Yes. Material for that. He had an alibi defense. He was at work when that offense occurred. The theft case came from the burglary of motor vehicle because he used that person's phone for cash out. So he's pleading on the theft and the burglary of motor vehicle is being dismissed.
theft, after robbery, after gun case, after trespass, now working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why would we just continue to take these proverbial slaps on the wrist when you continue to pick up cases? Not only that, you can't even keep up with bond conditions because he has a bond violation, right?
Judge, he had bond violations and he revoked his bond. He spent 18 days in jail. He was going to stay in jail. His girlfriend bonded him out this past weekend. He didn't have phone service and that's why he didn't go to take the drug test on Monday. And as soon as they contacted me, I contacted him, told him to contact pretrial, and they told him he needed to contact me again. But he did not have phone service, and when they notified him, he needed to be there Monday. He didn't receive any new bond conditions after he bonded out because it was on the weekend. But he would have tested had he known he had to be there. He contacted me immediately.
People don't get it when it comes too easy, when you continue to get these proverbial slaps on the wrist. You just don't get it. All I care about is my city. All I care about is protecting everyone. And here you are with working 8 and 9. Now another proverbial slap on the wrist. How does that benefit anyone? What have you done to change your life? What have you done? What are you doing right now, Mr. Frazier?
Oh, well, I'm going back to work. Like I said, my system should be clean, so I'm trying to get my tweet card and get back in the.
Someone's got a case of the spostas. You got a case of the spostas. So I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do this.
This is what I'm doing now. I just got out of jail Monday, so I'm trying to get my life back together. That's all. That's what's going on right now. I'm in the process of doing that. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I just want to come to court. My boss lady said she wanted me to come to court first before I just came back to work and had to miss work again.
I think that probably the only way that I would do something is that I can hang on to you tight to make sure things are done the right way. So I know you're doing right. This, you just end up with just a bunch of more convictions. And now, the next time it's a felony. If I take this, which I'm telling you, I'm not going to, the next one, you're looking at a felony and you're looking at years instead of days. And with probation, I'm okay, but I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do it, Mr. Frazier. I want to make sure that you end up on the up and up and just don't become another statistic. And this, you're just another statistic and it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Carl.
Okay.
But if you want to do probation, I'm happy to do it. That way we can maintain and make sure he's doing right. But talk and let me know. So you can withdraw it. We can set up a trial, or you guys want to work something else out. I'm happy.
To substitute one addiction for another addiction. You're only hurting yourself in the long run. At some point, you're going to have to deal with this because what you're literally doing is you're slowly killing yourself physically and mentally. And it's not a good way to go through life. At some point, you're going to have to deal with this. And it's better sooner than later, because the more time you take, the more difficult things become. You know what I mean? We're not here to hurt you. We want to help you, and we want to see you in the best light that you can be. And you end up in just, I don't want you to be addicted from one thing to the other. I want you to be able to deal with it and deal with it in a healthy way so that you're not always having to deal with some kind of substance or some kind of chemical. Because truth be told, Mr. Jones, it's mind over matter. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can. When you put your heart and soul, you can get anything done. So, have you been prescribed or have you been found that you have a seizure, that you have?
Just, I really don't think this is appropriate to be talked on a public forum. This is HIPAA protected health information. I have to object, sorry.
And well, then you're gonna have to provide me with records so.
If you want to have a conference in chambers or without audio, I'm fine with that. But I'm not trying to put more of his medical history out there for the internet and YouTube to see. I don't think it's appropriate. You can still live stream it, just mute it, just like if you were in trial and the jury should hear it.
I need to know that if he's taking benzos, it's not something that's illegal.
Okay,
It's actually prescribed and it's for a medically necessary purpose.
And we can provide that, not in front of the world.
Okay, so I guess set it for later this week, and I want to see that he has the the purpose.
I will submit it to you under seal, so you can review it. It's not, but I'm not gonna do a public filing, and I'm gonna
Okay with
object
that,
to a public
Dustin.
hearing.
I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that, but if it continues to test for benzos,
And he probably should test today for benzos. It's gonna be, he's not taking it seriously. He's not taking it as a thing, and he doesn't have a prescription, which I provided to you. But I don't want to discuss. Well, Walgreens wouldn't lie, Judge.
I get it, but you have 9 and it's been since.
They're per needed. You don't take all 9 unless you need one at a time. That's why they give you 9. They don't give you 60. If you're doing it daily, they give you 60. If you're doing per needed, they give you 9.
So let's do this then. If he is, he only has a limited number, right?
Correct.
So if he's tested positive already 3 times for benzos,
That's not accurate at all.
then that's 3 pills.
Twice, okay, twice.
Okay.
But you tested him 3 times in 3 weeks, so.
Okay, we're going to continue to do it because I want to make sure that you're not using it. Do you understand? Okay. All right. Here you go.
Thank you. We'll submit, let's make sure I'm clear on what we're doing, so.
Yeah, I'm going to keep testing you like crazy. I want you to know that.
So we just set him up for weekly testing, Judge, as part of
That's what we're-
competition.
yes.
We're not in court every single week. Because it's kind of, I mean, personally, it's a little bit harder on my docket.
You
too.
don't have to. You don't
Okay.
have to show. He's got to come and test every Monday and Thursday. You don't have to show. He does.
Does that include like showing the court or just a 49 cent, just send
Yeah,
it?
just make sure where you want to
Just,
go.
but you got to come here to get the order and then we send you there.
Okay.
So you come here, get the order, we send you there, and then you go, and then we'll deal with it when the time comes.
And also getting.
I need proof also that he's all medical conditions or S and giggles. That's not,
Understand.
That's fair, Judge.
okay? All right, guys.
So we're doing Monday, Thursday, Saturday?
Yeah.
So we'll put them on.
I'm not.
So, but you though, Dustin, we'll give you a date, like a couple weeks out. You don't have to come. And remember, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, man.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On September 12th, 2024, officers responded to an assault at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant reported that the defendant, her ex-boyfriend's baby mother, assaulted her, punching her on the nose, grabbing her hair, and busted her lip. The complainant stated that while she was walking to her car to take her kids to school, and when she was getting close to her car, the defendant came out from behind the dumpster, approached the complainant, and told the complainant, "Remember, I told you we were going to eventually meet." The defendant then punched the complainant on her nose and then grabbed her by her hair and kept hitting her. The complainant was able to get her mace and mace the defendant. The defendant let the complainant go and left the scene. The complainant stated she did not say anything to provoke the attack, and the complainant stated there is a history of previous violent incidents between her and the defendant, where the defendant has come to her apartment and tried to fight her. And the officers observed some minor injuries on the complainant's face, specifically a swollen nose, a busted lower lip, and a small scratch on her right cheek.
She has a prior injury to a child. She has a prior assault family member. Any of these related to that person? Ms. Bledsoe, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you do, or if I find that you're in possession of weapons, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. What do you do for a living, man?
I work.
Doing what?
I work at, MKG,
I'm sorry?
MKG, delivering parts.
Okay. It's a full-time gig?
Yeah.
How much money do you make a month?
Little under nothing.
Sorry?
A little under nothing.
Okay. What's little to you is not little to me. So
$8 an hour.
do you have any children?
Yes, sir.
How many children do you have?
I have 6.
6 kids. Do you get support for any of those children?
I don't get any child support.
Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using any illegal dope, you're using alcohol, likewise, I will put you in jail. Do you have custody of any of those children
I don't use drugs, so that's fine.
or alcohol?
Or alcohol.
Okay.
That's fine.
Do you have custody of all those kids?
Yes.
Okay. Consider that if you go to jail, who's going to take care of those 6 kids?
I know I can't say much because you said if we use
No,
against
I'm
me.
just
Yeah.
asking you, when you're out there in the free world, think, because you have a bunch of mouths to feed. If you're in custody, who's going to feed them?
I would just want to say, she's lying on me. She's been harassing me, but we'll wait till the, when I can't
So
speak.
we'll give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, fill out a reset. After that, I'll have you meet with pretrial and then we'll find your lawyer, man.
Okay.
Cameron Newell.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Newell, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On October 21st, 2024, officer was dispatched as backup regarding a possible DWI where the defendant's vehicle hit the concrete wall at the 100 block of East Sam Houston Tollway after the defendant failed to maintain a single lane. The officer observed the defendant with slurred speech and slow responses and often asked the same question multiple times. The standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 1 out of 4. The defendant was unable to complete the one leg stand because he had screws in his left ankle. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to a blood draw.
If you want to drive, I'm ordering you not to drive in the middle of the night. I'm now putting a curfew on you and giving you a restriction. I don't want you out in the middle of the night, and I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm putting an ankle monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. You better darn well know about every single thing that you put in your body. Mr. Newell, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. You already have 1 fatality in a car under your belt. I'm not going to put up with it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No alcohol, drugs. You are not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. I am sending now notice to the Texas Department of Public Safety so that they know any car that you drive must be equipped with an ignition interlock. And if it doesn't, they're going to put you in jail. And I'm going to tell you now, you violate any of these conditions, I'm going to lock you up and I'm going to deem you a public danger and make your bond very high. Do you understand?
Sir,
No alcohol, no illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you like crazy to make sure that you're not using it. What do you do for a living?
I'm a land surveyor.
How much money do you make a month?
2,000 to 4,000.
This is the part most people underestimate. This isn't just supervision, it's stacked pressure. Curfews, monitoring, interlocks, classes, fees. Every condition is a trap door. Miss one step and you're back in custody. That's how cases like this quietly spiral. So the real question is, does strict supervision prevent mistakes or just wait for the next one?
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. Like I said, I'm giving you a curfew so that you're not out in the middle of the night. Do you understand? If you violate this, then likewise, if you go to jail, that's it.
Sir. Sir, I'll be honest with you.
This is the philosophy driving the entire courtroom. To the judge, every restriction is preventative because behind every DWI file is a fatality waiting to happen. The question isn't whether this feels harsh. The question is whether the court should act before the next name becomes a headline.
No, there's nothing that you can say to justify anything at this point. You got to understand, Mr. Newell, My primary concern is public safety. That's the only thing that matters to me. Every day, someone in Harris County dies from an alcohol-related collision. It's a sick and sobering statistic that I will do everything in my power to prevent. Do you understand? And if that means putting everyone in custody, I'm going to do it to protect my county. That's the only thing that matters to me. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll get you a pre-trial for your bond conditions. And after that, we'll have you take a seat while we get all the paperwork ready. You must charge these batteries on a constant and daily basis. If the battery goes dead, they will file a bond violation report. And then you know what's going to happen. You're on notice now.
Sure.
Okay. Come on.
Judge, what would you like the curfew to be?
10 p.m. Yeah. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah.
You said you wanted a scram device as well?
Scram on one, GPS on the other. And then waive the fee for everything, please.
Page 6, Garza. Judge, this one is a THA.
Alex, do me a favor. Will you, on that gentleman's case in the manslaughter, because I don't get the PC. I have no idea. In the manslaughter, was he arrested at that time on the scene, or was he arrested later after the fact? Because I'm really concerned, and I'm concerned whether alcohol was an issue in that case as well. So you said Garza?
Yes, Judge, page 6, THA.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Garza. Do you have a lawyer today?
Order in the court. I do not.
What are you doing about that?
I can't afford an attorney, Your Honor.
Why not?
I don't make enough, Your Honor. And I'm not able to save.
How many
enough
lawyers did you speak to?
I've spoken to at least a minimum of 10 lawyers. And if just to get a lawyer down right now, like just for a down payment is at least $1,000 down. That's beyond anything I can afford at this point.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a security officer for the Houston Astros, Your Honor.
Okay, and how much money do you make a month?
I want to say estimated around.
Estimated, how much do you, I mean, you know exactly how much.
Okay, so I take home around 1,800 a month. And
Is it every 2 weeks or every month?
every month.
1,800. What expenses do you have?
I have a child support loan. I do pay rent and utilities.
Yeah.
How many what?
Kids.
Kids, just one.
And do you pay child support out of your check?
Please take it out into the.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't hear you.
Pay for the child support. Does it come out of your check?
Comes out of a check every week.
I'm glad that you're paying child support. That's a great thing. I'm proud of you for doing it because not many do. I'll have you fill out an application. Let me take a look at it. And then if you do qualify, which I think you probably will, then I'll grant it for you. Okay. The other thing is this, though, is that you got to understand that there's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI. And if you don't hire a lawyer quick enough, it's very possible that your driver's license gets suspended and you're not able to drive. Do you have a Texas driver license?
I do, still valid.
Okay. And you.
Pending hearing, Your Honor.
Sorry, say it again.
Pending hearing with
the
Texas Department of Public Safety.
Got it. Okay, so just be aware that that's an important hearing. You could lose your license, so. The lawyer we give you now is not gonna do that. That's something that you're gonna have to do on your own, or you typically will hire a lawyer to represent you in that hearing.
I think it was a $200 some
So I don't
dollar.
wanna, but that's something that you can do on your own. We pay for the criminal case, not for your, because that's a civil case, okay? All right, if you want to get on over there, we'll give you an application, we'll have you sign a reset, and then we'll have you take a seat for $30. Please.
That's right. That's it.
He tested positive for meth.
I'm so depressed. I'm homeless. I couldn't. I've been so clean for so long, Your Honor.
Homeless, not working yet, you can use meth, right?
I was so depressed and I'm so paranoid about sleeping on the streets. I've been clean for so long, Your Honor. You don't know how long I've been clean. And it's just my state of mind. I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it.
Well, I have no choice, Mr. Cabrera, but to do one thing now. You know what that is, right?
Saved my life.
Good. That's what we want to do. We want to get you off any and all dope for all time. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that happens. He goes with you. All right. No, I don't even, well, what's the bond at now?
I don't think I think it's kind of academic because I don't think people make money.
So I think what we should do is set them up for a TRAS, see how we go forward. They may say residential is the way to go. I don't know. But at least we can get a headway of how to move forward. What's the best way? Because we don't know how deep the addiction is, right? So, and I mean, he's saying it's going to save a life. So, do you mind? Please? Okay. And then I guess let's set it to beginning of next week.